flowers, look for books. So we can actually, as I said before, work together on the same thing, right? So I can put some books on the table right here. Can reduce that one. So you have a book right there. Okay.
Don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight.
Online. So we are going to do Google Slide this time around. So let's go to the 9 dots in the Google Suite. Then we go to Slides. Then I'm going to open a slide and allow my students to work along with me as we go along in our class. So let's go to blank. So first thing, I'm going to open a blank. But if you have an interactive one that you create before, that's fine. And then you and your students can work together and on that same document. All right, but today we are going to build a classroom. So I'm going to put some items into a classroom and make it an interactive class after we are finished, all right? So let's go to the icon and we are going to choose a blank one. So I'm going to ask Malik. So before I ask Malik, I have to actually label and then ask my students to join. So let's label, say workshop set, our classroom set. Let's put it that way. Classroom set. All right, so I am just going to share. So you have to actually label your document before you share. So I'm just going to type in all my students that I want to join in that session, all right? So we can actually take turns in working on documents. All right, so I'm just awaiting for my student to join so we can work on the document together. So when the student actually join, or other teachers can join as well, so you can actually group your classes, then I'll see the icon at the top, then you can look and see which student joined. So I'm gonna ask, in my case, I have a student and he's going to delete the first 2 cells, and then I'm going to go to the third one and do a background. So let's do a background and then ask him to delete those 2 cells. So when I'm back on that page, I will actually see. So I'm going to look for wall and the floor background. Right, so I'm just going to choose this one, insert. Okay, so my student is ready, so it's deleted. So I'm going to ask him to find a table, and to put a table here, I'm going to look for a whiteboard in the meantime. So both of us is going to do at the same time. So I'm just going to go to insert, then I go to the web, and then the web will come over this side where you see Google Images, then we can type. So I'm just going to do, so he's going to do table and chair. So he's going to do the table first, I'm going to do the whiteboard. So let's look for a whiteboard background. Transparent. So I see Malik put over his table already. He's going to reduce it nicely. So I'm just looking for a whiteboard. All right, so I can insert my whiteboard. Not even a whiteboard. Looking for a whiteboard. So Malik is doing fine with his table. I'm going to insert my whiteboard over. Right, so this is my whiteboard. I'm just going to reduce that size. If I want to crop it a little bit, I can do that as well. All right. Then I can type. So so the student actually have his chair, so his table, so he's going to look at chair, and I'm going to write on the whiteboard. So as you see, both of us are actually working at the same time. I'm doing a text box. So I'm going to say, welcome to my class, or welcome to our class, All right, and I can do another thing. I can reduce this. I can make it a different color, so we can actually have fun, you know, creating an image, all right, doing a different style. I can bold it and all of that. So you can actually do a lot of things to it. So it's still is fine. So I'm just going to look for maybe a teacher. So look for a teacher. So he's going to look for a chair. You can look for a teacher, and I can look for the chair. Anyone. Let me look for a chair and then ask him to look for a teacher. You actually have to have transparent because we actually want it to, the background not to be out. So I see Malik have put on his teacher already. All right. And I'm looking for a chair. So I'm just going to, so he's just reducing his teacher a little bit to make the teacher a little bit smaller. And I'm taking over the chair. So I can actually turn my chair. Let me turn my chair around. So I'm gonna flip my chair and reduce it. So I'm putting my chair right here. And I can flip the girl that you just posed. And that's basically it. So I'm just going to so I can put the teacher over this side. So you can actually, so as I said before, both of us can actually work together on the document. So I allow the teacher to stay right here. And so Malik is taking over the class. So that's basically it. We can have some books. So I'm going to look for some books to put on the table. And then ask Malik to insert anything, maybe a flowers or something. Transparent flowers. Look for books. So we can actually, as I said before, work together on the same thing, right? So I can put some books on the table right here. Can reduce that one. So we have a book right there. Okay. And that's basically it. We are going to actually insert another slide. Malik put some flowers over. I'm just going to erase that one. All right, and take back the lady over to the side. All right, so let's do another interactive piece. So that's the first page. We can work together. As you see, we did. So let's do some math. So 4 plus 4 is going to give me the answer. Equal. So we can have some problems going on, and both of us can work together. 8 minus 2 equal. We can have 8 plus 2 equal. I'm going to put a title, math problem. All right, so he's actually putting on the answers, and that's basically it. So as we see, both students and teachers can work on the same document, make it be interactive, so persons are actually working other than